My degree is an associate's degree in Computer Integrated Machine Technology. You have this 3D object there in the computer, and that gets connected to the machine. And the machine runs the tool to cut it based on what the computer tells it to do. When I was young, I always imagined making something, and I started with very basic things. I learned to read that blueprint, and then I imagined things in 3D. And then I went deeper and deeper and got involved in metalworks. And then I became a machinist. And I realized that a machinist could make anything you could imagine in a 3D model. And I thought that was very cool. I work at the Corpus Christi Army Depot. We produce helicopters and repair helicopters and rebuild them. Like the Black Hawk, the CH-47. If a helicopter has a wreck, we bring it here and take off all the parts and put it back together. I had an internship here during school, and the boss saw my work performance and how well I was doing. They said, if we have a job that opens, can we offer that job to you? And I've worked here for 6 years ever since then. So if a person really has a burning desire to make something happen, they can. They don't need to think about deafness as being a block. Deaf or hearing, they can do it. It's really important to go to college, to get an education, pay attention to the teacher, to have good interpreters, and to visit with professional people and learn a lot. Your personalities and your skills will grow during the process. So don't let your fears hold you back. Overcome your fears, and then you can face the world. And you will become successful, and you'll climb the ladder that way.
I never imagined that I would work for the Army, and here I am working on the Black Hawk and the 47F helicopters, and so it's really amazing to me. Right now I work on the cuff area of the blade. I measure very carefully. When I finish those, I send it to another shop for rum. They send them back, we put those together, and they're ready to go. And that's my job, every day. What I really want to do is transfer around to different bases. Experience living in different states. Making helicopters in another place, perhaps making airplanes or guns. And I really want to have that experience and develop my skills that way. There are a lot of hearing people here who are willing to learn sign. We use gestures and home sign language, where we've created or invented a sign that works for us here at work, so that people know what we're talking about.
When I first met Ricky and Justin, I thought it would be difficult. Getting to know them and working side by side with them for a few years now, I realize it's mostly a language barrier. The rest of the employees interact with Ricky and Justin the same way they interact with myself or any other employee on the floor. Communication is pretty simple. After we've worked with them for so long, you get to know them, their personalities.
Do you think you have enough time to do that one?
Oh yeah, we've got to everything. We've got to do the whole thing. It's going to take 7 hours. When I'm working with people, sometimes I have to have an interpreter or a third party to help. But if people are very patient and understanding, then we can communicate easily.
Do you think you need to change the program to make it happen?
Well, I can try to see if it would be better that way.
Okay, let me know if you need anything, or make something new for that.
Okay, I will. Thank you. I'll tell you. Bye. That man I was talking with before knows a few basic signs. And when he got warmed up to a little bit of that, signs, a few signs, I could teach him some more signs. And I could lip read some and help with that. And it's just part of life, and it's really cool to have him involved in learning some signs. Every day I make decisions about what kind of machines I have to use to produce that part from the blueprint. The special skills would be that you need to understand computer 3D modeling. You need to work with the computer. That's one skill that's really important. And then another skill is that you need to really understand toolpath, like to tell the machine what you want. You must tell the machine what to do. You need to understand how to read a blueprint and become skilled at that. You need to be very patient and follow each step in the path. You have to have math skills, knowledge of length and digital measurements, and then you'll be successful knowing those things. One day I want to work for the tool and die department, which is the top of the machine shop. My goal is to keep on climbing that ladder of success and to never let the door close. My advice is find some help. Find someone to teach and to guide you, to open doors for you. Find someone you can look up to and say, I really want to be like that person. I want to do the same kind of thing.